Greetings, this is Skyler Saunders singing What's Current. Roberta Flack, legend, diva, out of here at 88. She had many songs that she sang, she wrote, she was a performer, she was a pianist. She was about to go to school for technical piano playing at Howard University, but she switched to voice. She was one of the youngest students ever to attend Howard University at 15 years old. She had so many hits, so many different number ones. She had songs, especially with her collaborations with Donny Hathaway, Where's the Love, The Closer I Get to You, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, just to name a few. I didn't mean to rhyme right there, but I did. So she should be remembered as an American hero, as I'll allude to Timothée Chalamat saying about Bob Dylan. She was also an American hero. Her career spanned 7 decades. She was a commanding force for the R&B soul kind of sound. Her most popular song was probably "Killing Me Softly," which was redone in a hip hop way by the Fugees, especially Lauryn Hill, featuring Lauryn Hill. It's I can't cry for her though. I can't shed a tear. She was a black woman in America, made millions of dollars, had a wonderful life, a great life. That you cry for the people that had terrible lives. Like you cry for Mother Teresa. That's who you cry for. Who had horrible, terrible lives, led just horrific existences. Those are the people you cry for. You don't cry over people that made achievements in their life, that made fortune and fame and things of that nature. And even if they didn't make fortune and fame, just lived a great life, just experienced, just contributed to the fabric of their own existence. That's who you have to applaud and laud. And you might shed a tear, but it's a passing tear. It's not tears of sorrow and regret. They're affirmations of hope and joy and gladness that this person came to this planet and left their mark and was great in some way. It's excellent, proved to be excellent. So Roberta Flack is one of them. Some of the things that people may not know, she was. I'll start off from the most recent to the most all the way in the back. She is a songwriter for the song "Bad Idea" with YBN Corday, that also featured American rapper Chance the Rapper, and was produced by Bongo By the Way. So, and then if you want to dig a little bit deeper, she was the song "Be Real Black for Me," and it was the song was sampled the piano from the 1971 song for Scarface's "My Block." And of course, can't go out without Clifford Harris. What you know about that? What you know about that? That song interpolates Roberta Flack's version of the Impressions' "Gone Away" of the song "Hey Joe," written by Billy Roberts, popularized by Jimi Hendrix. So, and that was produced by DJ Toon, by the way. So just a little bit of history, just a little bit of background, how influential, how profound she was. She was a part of the PBS American Masters series. She left her mark on that. She had a very consistent basis of songs throughout, like I said, from the 60s to 2022, when she sadly had the disease ALS, and she couldn't perform anymore. She had no way of performing because her voice, the muscles and the different components that make up your voice box failed to work. They just could not even function anymore. So she stopped performing in 2022. And in the 3 years that she had on this planet, she had the idea of being like an ambassador, for music, for life, for love, And that's, you know, what is so important and so potent about her and what she did on this earth. I see you, Bummer Clot. Salute to you, sir. I can finally write. So she definitely left her mark. She was an indelible presence on the music scene. Like I said, she had her influence in hip hop. She had her influence across R&B, soul, rock and roll. She replayed. I think she did her own rendition of the Beatles songs. She lived door to Yoko Ono in the Dakota in New York. She lived the full life. You can't cry for that. You can't cry. You can't. I mean, you might fill up and well up with tears and stuff like that, but you really can't cry for her. She had a wonderful life. She had a beautiful life. When you have a beautiful life, you just go, "That's all right." You say, you know, that's all right. She did it. She won. She beat, you know, her demons or whatever she had and could achieve. That was wonderful. That's good. See, that's what you have to have for everybody that, you know, can achieve greatness and has the power to recognize and realize their dreams. So Roberta Flack had that in spades. She had so many of these songs that were so, like, just her voice was so lush and, you know, well-rounded and pure and soulful and just, it just, you know, it's like putting on cocoa butter or shea butter or something like that. That's how, you know, her voice seems like. It just has that softness and that sheen to it. You know, it just has that, you know, specific and special quality to it that you have to really recognize it and be mindful of it and know just how powerful she was on that microphone, how well she could conduct herself on the mic. And that's not for everybody, because this is a different era. This is a totally different era. You know, this is an era of anybody can be anywhere on anything. Look at me. I mean, I'm not Dick Cavett. I'm not Conan O'Brien. Those are my heroes. I'm just a nigga with a microphone and a video connection to YouTube. That's all I am. But you do it. You just do it. But like I was saying, there's so many TikTokers. There's so many people that are on Instagram. There's people on, God, you know, X and all kinds of different social media that, you know, claim they can be, you know, the next this and the next that. Just be the first you. Just be the first you. That's all you got to do. Be the first you. Be original. Do something that your hero wouldn't do. That's what makes you Mark. You may have some traits that, you know, reflect off of what your heroes are, but you have to do some kind of deviation. You have to make your mark in some special way to let people know, oh, okay, he's different. She's different. Okay. Let that be known. Because Roberta Flack was different in a great way. Roberta Flack, she took on the role of somebody that was, you know, could have been cast down and cast out. She rose above the ranks. She rose, you know, through sexism and racism. I'm sure she experienced in her life. That's just comes with the territory, you know. So I'm sure she battled that and she fought it as best she could, and I think she won. I think she won all the day. You know, like I said, the pain and the anguish that's in her voice, you can hear it. You can hear the joy. You can hear the jubilation and the celebration in her voice. It's very distinct and very powerful. So you have to give her that much credit. You have to give her that much insight and recognition, because if you don't, you don't have anything. You have nothing. There's no, you know, reason for millions of dollars or awards or accolades or any achievements or anything like that. There's no point, because that's what it is in life. It's all life. That's why I always talk about this. The flowers. She got her flowers. She got her flowers. I don't like that statement, but she got her flowers. She got the American Masters. She got a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. She had millions in the bank, I'm sure, at some time in her life somewhere. Maybe in the 80s, 90s, maybe she didn't have it as much as she used to have it, but it doesn't matter. As long as you had it in life, because you're not going to need it in death, because we know it's the unknown and the unknowable. And who cares? Who cares about death? We put so much emphasis in this culture on death. He'll wipe my tears away. There'll be no more sorrow. There'll be no more grief. There'll no more. What? You don't have to have sorrow or grief in this world. You don't have to have sorrow or grief in this world. You make joy and happiness in this life. As human beings, as rational, thoughtful humans. That's the key. That's the power that we yield. That we wield, excuse me. That's the power that we wield. Excuse me. I said yield. But that's the power that Roberta Flack wielded. She had that in her, quiver. She had many arrows in her quiver. Songwriter, singer, pianist, performer. I don't know if she acted too much, but I think she may have had producer credit. They used her music and interpolated or sampled it outright. I mean, it's just amazing how what a life she led. I'm sure there's gonna be a biopic of her one day, most likely. See who's gonna play her. They're probably get an Oscar for it. We'll see. But that's the thing too. It's like Oscars, Grammys, Emmys. Well, I gotta go in order. Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, Tony, EGOT. All of that is due to what? What does that do to? What does that do to? What does that do to? That's all to the mind. It's all to thought. It's all the recognition of reality. And even if you lose whatever category or you're nominated for, whatever the case is, you put in the work that says that you are at least nominated. Not to say that the winner should be diminished, but I'm just saying that everybody that puts in work should be at least congratulated for that matter. And the top prize obviously should be celebrated because they made the top prize. They're the number one. They're the greatest. They should be lauded and applauded. Definitely. No taking anyone back for that. So Max Vision film. Okay, he's trimmed it down. That title was a little long, sir. It was a little long. He trimmed it down. Max Vision film. We have to collaborate something. I have screenplays. We're gonna have to team up and make some movies. If you're serious, I'm serious. That's what you're about, making movies. Definitely. Okay, so yeah, we gotta make some movies now and then. I have a play and 2 screenplays ready to go in the shot. I just need to have it copyrighted, and we'll be good. Right? And I have 7 books. I have 7 novels that I have ready to go. So we can do that too. We can adapt those novels in the feature films. I'm as serious as colon cancer right now. Or for Roberta Flack, serious as ALS. Atrial, I can't remember. I tried to do it. It's atrial. I'm gonna look it up. Atrial. Is that right? Atrial No, that's not right. What's ALS? Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. She had amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. There's no cure for, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a fatal neurodegenerative disease that affects motor neurons, the nerve cells that control voluntary muscle movement. So, Nate, that's nature. Yes, you are, because you didn't tell anybody. Tell someone. And then they tell someone, and then they tell someone. You know how it goes. Yes, you're the only one in here. And I'm all right with that. I'm going for a whole hour. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep going because this is the work. This is what people look back on. They say, "Yeah, I remember." Like John Alvar, he was talking about from on 60 Minutes. He said there was 4 people in the crowd, right? One person got up, then the next person got up, and then the next person got up, and there was one more person in the crowd. The whole crowd, there was like 30 seats, but there were only 4 people in the front row. And 3 people got up and left. There was one person. He was like, "So what are we gonna do?" He was like, "So what's happening? I mean, what do I just stay here, or do I keep going, or what?" And I think he was just asking that, but just that example. And John Oliver's making millions of dollars right now, and I don't agree with everything he says. He has some nasty stuff about Ayn Rand, but I think that he has definitely earned his spot for all his efforts. And I think that's like 99.9% of Hollywood business, Wall Street. I mean, that's like 99.9%. Not everybody's granddaddy and daddy gave them money and they went to Ivy League school and then they're on in Wall Street with the Brooks Brothers suit on and everything. That's not the case. Everybody didn't come from that. People were busting tables. People were painting houses. People were cleaning up dorm rooms. People were, there's so many different stories that people don't really realize. So there's 0 people in here. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm gonna remember all this when I have my trillions of people watching me, or not trillions of people, millions, hundreds of millions, maybe 1 billion people watching me. That's what's going to be the main thing. I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember nights just like this. I got up to a 9,000 point. If I can get up to 9,000. I can get up to 9 million. I can get up to 9 billion. What's stopping me? 2 people in here, 2 likes. I'm not mad. So Roberta Flack, diva, as the late great Paul Mooney would say, diva. So she definitely was a crucial component. I mean, just listen to, her saying la 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 la. I don't want a copyright strike, so I'm not going to finish it. But just listening to her with the instrumentation, it's like she had so many different people that looked up to her. I'm sure she birthed so many different careers that not either directly or indirectly. What Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, Jennifer Holiday. Just the list goes on and on and on and on. I can name so many more people that were influenced and possibly completely taken by Roberta Flack's excellence, her prominence. She had critics say she was boring. She was too stately, too stuffy. Some critics said she was wonderful. She was great. She was, she was like an instrument in her own right. Her voice was like an instrument, and but that's what you get. You have to get both sides. You have to get the negative criticism. You have to get the hatred, but you also have to get the positive side too. You got to get the boost in whatever you project in life. Andretti in here. Will this be an hour show? I guess you can say 8 because H is it's the sound, right? Is it the sound or the letter? It's either an hour show for the legendary artist, not just for the legendary artist. I also have Timothée Chalamat now. I'm talking about halfway through. I'm talking about Timothée Chalamat, not the whole thing. This isn't the whole hour about Roberta Flack. But I will be talking about her for the next, what is that? Less than 11 minutes, something like that. But yeah, she was excellent. She was great. She was one of the greats. We're going to talk about that soon. We're going to talk about that later. She achieved that. That's the thing. That's what I used to hate too. I used to hate King and Queen and Prince and all of that. But the thing is, in this country, they are not kings and queens and dukes and princes and counts and stuff like that. They earned the title Duke Ellington, Count Basie, the king of pop, the king of the queen of pop, the princess of pop, the princess of R&B, the king of rap, the king of rock and roll. All these were bestowed on them because they earned it. They had to put in the work to do it, to say that they were the king and queen. I see you, Keith. I like that duet Roberta did with People Bryson, The Closer I Get to You. Was that, wait a minute, that was Donny Hathaway, sir. That was Donny Hathaway. That's Donnie. That's Donnie, Keith. You might be sipping some sake. Sake, excuse me. I said it wrong. I always try to say it the right way. You're sipping sake, Keith. I know. It's all good. It's all right. He said one of my favorite slow jams, R.I.P. Roberta Flack. But that's Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. That's them put together. But good try. Nice try. Unless I don't know something. Maybe they could, without the absence of Donnie, maybe People Bryson and Roberta Flack got together. I don't know. I have no clue. I only saw on my Apple Music Closer I Get to You with Donny Hathaway. So I could be wrong. Attack me because it's my dumb ass. My bad. I thought it was People. Hey, I don't know. You could be right. I don't know. They could have done something together. I don't know. I just know that Donny Hathaway did a song with Roberta Flack. That's all I know. So I got 3 people in here. See? If I just stayed on and just said, you know what? I got 0 people in here. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm not going to go anywhere. Now it's down to 2, but I was up to 3, so I appreciate that. And subscribe. I can't put the banner on. At least I don't know how. There might be a way where you can put the banner on the channel, but I don't know how to do that. I'm looking for it right now. Yeah, so it's the same as it was. Okay. So it's all good. It's all good. You're sipping sake. You're living life over there in Japan, Keith. And what, God damn it, if it ain't, let me see. If it ain't 8:47 in the morning, it's already tomorrow where Keith is. It's already Tuesday. He's sipping sake and eating eggs and bacon, I guess. I don't know. Back Together Again is a classic. Yes, it is. I just listened to that today. Back Together Again. She has so many hits. She had a lot of and number ones, not even just hits. I mean, some of them failed to crack the charts, the Billboard 200 charts, but she had a few number 1 singles that did grace the charts. So you have to give her that amount of admiration. Yeah, Back Together Again is a classic. And she has a song called Jessie that I really like. That was a song like I sang at my funeral. That song Jessie I almost shed a tear. I ain't gonna lie. I like that song. That was a good song. It is a good song. It's very great. Let me see if I can do something. Can I? Can I? I'm gonna try something out. See if it works. I don't think it's gonna work well. I'm seeing if we can. Seeing if you can see this on YouTube. I'm looking for it right now. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let me see. It takes so much energy. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can do this. Might not be able to do it. All right, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's fine too. I can't see what his words are. What the hell? No. I don't know. I'm gonna try to switch over to StreamYard and see if that works. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I think it's live right now, though. Hold on. You know what? It's too much. It's too much work. It's a lot of work. I don't know. That's too much. No. I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot of jiggering and crazy. I'm cool. All right. Keith says Roberta Flack, Anita Baker, and Alicia Keys are three of my favorites. Facts. I agree with you. That's true. Roberta Flack, I'm not going to say just because she died, but Roberta Flack because she was with Donnie. Donnie is my favorite singer, I think, of all time. Donnie Hathaway. Because we could relate on our mental health issues. I could relate to what he was saying. Anita Baker. Okay, so if you want to do Sade, and that's just her shortened name, and that's the name of her band, by the way, Sade, Anita Baker, Roberta Flack, Aretha, of course, Aretha Franklin, Saeed. It's Sade. Or said. What are you saying? What's going on? But yeah, Alicia Keys definitely contemporary, more of a contemporary sound. She had with multiple artists, including herself. I mean, she came out the gate selling like 18 million. I don't know how many it was. It was like 12 million albums or something like that. And she has hits all over the charts. She's a phenomenal voice, and I'm sure she would look at Roberta Flack and say, you know what, it wasn't for her, in a lot of ways, because people open doors and some people kick down doors. I think Roberta Flack kicked down the door, for Alicia Keys and Beyonce and Jennifer Holiday and who else? SZA. You can name so many people. There's that are so entwined within her orbit. Sade is one of my favorites. Yeah, Sade. I mean, that quiet. She said when she was part of. I mean, when I was reading the critics, there's that she was a part of the Quiet Storm. That Quiet Storm on WDAS in Philadelphia. Whoo! I just remember listening to it. When I was a young kid, there was one other station, WJJZ 106.1. It was all jazz, like smooth jazz. That would like put us to sleep, like on our car rides. I always remember that. I'm stupid. I'm missing somebody. Whitney Houston, of course, also. There's no question. There's no doubt about Whitney Houston. Her voice sounds like an instrument. Sounds like it's a fine-tuned piano or a viola or a cello or a oboe or so many different instruments. It was so well tuned, fine-tuned. But Roberta Flack, 88 years. You cannot shed a tear. You cannot shed a tear for her. Millions of dollars, millions of people knew her. She globe-trotted, went across the world, had a wonderful life. You can't cry for her. Cry for Mother Teresa. Cry for the saints. Cry for all them. Don't cry for her. Don't strum her pain with your fingers and sing her life with a word. She's killing it softly. And if she had a song in her heart, she could say, I'm Roberta Flack. She could say, I know how to get back. She didn't let ALS defeat her. She fought her way all the way. She let everybody know that she was special, that she was something that could be something better than her own self could imagine. She went into school as a pianist and said, wait a minute. She said, hold on, I'm going to go for my voice. And I said, I see in the comment section, Lauryn Hill. I said Mary J. Blige, but that's all right, because I know Lauryn Hill is somewhere. She may be feeling down. She may be feeling some funny type of way about Roberta Flack's death, but she ought to know that she was inspired by Roberta Flack, that she was motivated by Roberta Flack, and that she could show the world her own talent. Like she took Roberta Flack's song, but she did not steal it. And there's a big difference there. She took her song, but she did not make it something that wasn't herself. She made it her own. She said, wait a minute, there's going to be something that can be said about all of this. And all I got to say is, go on, Roberta. Go on. Go on, Roberta. Go on. Thank you very much. So that was my little sermon. That's all I had to say about Roberta Flack. Salute to her and her memory. All right. Switching gears a little bit. Kind of along the same lines, but not exactly the same. Timothée Chalamat. He was at the award show with his mama. He didn't have a girlfriend. He didn't have arm candy. His mama was at the award show. That was his date. And he's like, what? Let me make 100% sure his age. Timothy. He's 29. He's 20. He's not even 30 yet. He was the youngest actor to win the actor award for a complete unknown. That's what it is. A complete unknown playing Bob Dylan. And one of the key moments of the night was when he said, you know, most of these speeches sound like they were cleared by PR, but I'm gonna go. He went off script. He went off the beaten trail. He said, you know what? I'm as inspired as much by Michael Phelps and Michael Jordan, and I think he might have said Marlon Brando and the greats like that. So he had in his repertoire to say, you know what, y'all can say all this stuff y'all want, but and this is just a rendition. This is just paraphrasing. He essentially said, he was saying that I want to be great. Nobody ever says that. You say that in sports, like I said, he referenced Michael Phelps and Michael Jordan. They can be saying I'm the, or even Muhammad. He didn't reference Muhammad Ali, but he said I'm the greatest. And he didn't reference boxer Floyd Mayweather. He says I'm the best ever. He wants to be the best ever. He wants to be the greatest. He wants to be among the greats. And nobody ever says it. It's more like ho hum. I really kind of put in some time for this. It was it was God, or it was, or some mystical force, or something else beyond understanding, or whatever the case might be. But he said it took 5 years of his life to get the right rhythm of what Bob Dylan represented, of who he was. And I thought that was very commendable. I thought it was extremely commendable. That was a breath of fresh air to have him say that, to have him say all those words at that time frame, because we're in a spirit, we're in a culture where you're supposed to downplay everything. You're supposed to downplay your achievements, downplay your way. The only people that are really that beat their chest literally sometimes are athletes. That's the only. That's what the last bastion of saying I want to be great. I want to be good. I want to be the best. I want to be more than good. I want to be the greatest. I want to be excellent. That's hardly ever heard of in the arts. Acting, writing, and things of that nature. It's very rare. It's a rarity that we would see somebody that has the gall to say that they were great. I'm great. I'm good. I'm more than good. I'm excellent. Like, that's not heard of. That's not, especially in Hollywood. Hollywood's like, I just went up there and did it, and it was all right. It was, and thank you guys. I couldn't do it without you, or something like that. Like, no, I did this. This is about me. I was the lead character here. I was the lead actor. I made this role. I did this. It was very selfish of me, and that's great. That's what's supposed to happen. People are supposed to say selfish things like Timothée Chalamat did. That was a great boon to his stardom, his essence, who he is as a person. That's excellence. That's what has to be fostered in more places. I think there should be people that are STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics. STEAM people should always be like, I want to be the greatest scientist. I want to be the greatest technologist. I want to be the greatest engineer. I want to be the greatest artist. I want to be the greatest mathematician. They should all have that ability. They should all have that access to that in their soul, in their spirit. Maybe you don't have to beat your chest. You don't have to say, but you can quietly say, yes, I did that, and I'm glad, and I'm proud of it. You don't have to scream it from the shout it from the mountaintops, even though you could. But you don't have to. But what Timothée Chalamat did was really demonstrate how you should conduct yourself when you're winning an award. He put himself into that role. I'm yet to see the picture. I can't, criticize, or I can't, critique his acting abilities. But apparently, it's pretty strong in the eyes of whoever voted. I don't know if it's fellow actors or a board or something like that. I don't know what happens with SAG, because it's a Screen Actors Guild Award. Is it the guild members? Is it? I don't know. But he did the damn thing. He played Bob Dylan, I guess, to a T. I mean, he wouldn't have won an award if he didn't. So he definitely put in the time to study him, to learn his words. He was on SNL, and I turned it off when he went. When he put on the music, I was like, yeah, I'm good. If he had played Ballad of a Thin Man, I would probably listen to it. That's my favorite. Besides Like a Rolling Stone, that's my favorite Bob Dylan song. If you haven't heard that yet, go to your it's probably on YouTube. Go to YouTube, listen to it, listen to all the lyrics, and you can imagine it's like very cinematic. It's a very cinematic song. It's a very cinematic song. So I would definitely suggest that you listen to it. But back to Timothée Chalamat. Timothée Chalamat has to be applauded and lauded for his wondrous acceptance speech. It's been a long time. I don't think, maybe since I don't know, Denzel, and when he won the Oscar, he gave tribute, to people like Sidney Poitier, who was getting an honorary award. And that night, the same night, Halle Berry won for Best Actress. I mean, those are monumental moments. I mean, and of course, there's always people like Mr. like Ye. He broke the mold. Back in 2005, I think it was, the Grammy Awards. He was like, I'm trying to remember what his words were exactly, but he said something like, a lot of people, I'm going to just paraphrase, but he was like, a lot of people said that, what would I do if I didn't win this award? I guess we'll never know. And he had it up into the air. Yeah, he definitely is a whole ass nigga right now. He definitely is a whole ass nigga right now. There's no question about it. But I'm saying back in 2005, when he was together, and he had some semblance of an idea of what to do with the camera and his lifestyle and his mindset, his entire mind. He had the best. He had some of the best responses to winning awards. I mean, he had the ego. He had the idea of himself. He had the idea that he earned it. That he actually won it because he earned it. It wasn't like, oh, they just gave that away. It was just talked about. That's what happened in 2011 at the Grammys when he won Best Rap Album for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which should have won Album of the Year. That was an excellent. He has 4 excellent albums: College Dropout, Late Registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Yeezus. Everything else is a lesser classic. Ye could have been better than Drake. He is better than Drake in a lot of ways. A lot of ways he is better than Drake. But Drake at least has some semblance of knowing what to do. He knows how to do it. He knows how to manipulate the situation. But Timothée Chalamet, yeah, I have to give it to him. I definitely respect that. I really respect his whole way. Oh, number wise, yeah. Well, you mean number? What do you mean number wise? Ye is a billionaire again. I think last time I heard from him, he said he was a billionaire again. Drake is like he's got $250 million that I know of. I'm counting pockets. But yeah. So numbers with billboards. Yeah. Well, I don't listen to numbers. I don't listen to billboards. I don't listen to that. That's fine. That's great. They're great. Not because of they're on the charts. They're on the charts because they're great. That's how I like to see it. That's how I like to phrase it. You're great because of your excellence. But the Eric, what is it? Yeah, I was like, what? But yeah, Timothée Chalamet, he blew it off. He blew the hinges off the door. He kicked it open. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar for Ray, but Denzel won an Oscar for Training Day. Explain. Jamie Foxx, what do you want me to explain? You have to give me further information. Explain what? What do you want me to explain? I can try. I can now that I'm giving myself enough time. I think I can explain it. Jamie Foxx disappeared into the role. He was so immersed into who Ray Charles was as a man, as a musician, as a genius, and he just disappeared in the role. Denzel Washington in Training Day, he opened up a new door. He opened up a new side of him that was never seen before. He was always playing a sympathetic character or somebody that was, pretty forceful, but you could arguably say for the good. I'm thinking about Malcolm X, even though it's a real person. I'm saying for the film role, for the role as a film. He showed himself to be so horrific and ugly and disgusting. He was so good at it. He relished his role, it seemed. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Why did Denzel win an Oscar for TD but not for X? I just told you. For X, because the powers that be didn't want to see a black revolutionary on screen. That's the basis. They didn't want to see a black revolutionary, somebody that was very intelligent and very on the mark and very keen on who he was as a person. And Training Day, they're like, well, hey, this is how cops are anyway, and especially a black cop. Why not? And it's like that's how I can explain it. Andretti says Ray was the last good biopic. I don't know. There might be a few more biopics that were pretty good too. Can't think of any. I mean, right off the bat, I can't think of any. There's one maybe that I've seen. There probably were some that I haven't seen yet. I didn't see Rustin. I can't say if that was good or not. Selma. Selma was a good biopic. That was a good biopic. Facts. Malcolm X's Spike, best movie. Maybe it is, but my favorite movie of his was Bamboozled. I think that's his greatest work. Bamboozled. If you haven't seen Bamboozled, definitely go see it. It's worth your time. No, Jamie bodied that. Yes. No, Jamie did body it. He bodied it. But I'm saying there were other good biopics that followed Ray. Music-wise, yeah, definitely music-wise. And he sounded like him and he looked like him. I said he immersed himself in the role completely. Thank you. That's another one. The Bohemian Rhapsody. Rocket Man, a few biopics. I just need to be primed. Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man. These were great biopics. Yeah, so I think that Timothée Chalamet should be adored by. He's already adored by the ladies. Ladies love that nigga. They love that nigga. I guess the gay guys do too, you know. But he's a good-looking guy. He can act. He loves his mom, so it's like he's winning. He's not. It's not like toxic. You know, he doesn't seem like a toxic guy. He was riding around with Kendrick Lamar and the GNX up to the leading up to the Super Bowl performance. Rocket Man wasn't it? I thought Rocket Man was pretty good. Then Keith says, "Ooh," with the laughing sideways emoticons. I have no idea what those emojis mean. No idea what they mean. So, but yeah, Timothée Chalamet definitely needs to be respected for what he did. No, I mean, I can't think of Timothée Chalamet won an NAACP. Yeah, that'll be the day. He might win it one day. He probably could. He was raised on hip hop. He'll probably play, you know, a Beastie Boy or something like that, and they'll have, you know, it'll be the NAACP. Well, he's not black, but you know, I mean, he could possibly get it. No, I was out. Well, you didn't put a question mark. Put a question mark in there. It's all good. Just make sure you put the question mark. I didn't know what you were saying. No, he did not win an NAACP. He won a SAG Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, for Best Actor. And he just revolutionized. Now, what are they going to do? Is everybody going to do that, or is there going to be a backlash? Are there going to be people that's going to say, "Oh, well, you really shouldn't brag about your abilities or anything like that"? There are people that are lesser than, or people, so I get out of here with that. That's just nonsense. That's the Spider-Man guy right there. Is it? I don't even know. I don't follow the Spider-Man franchise. The last time I saw the Spider-Man franchise was with Tobey Maguire and what's her goddamn name? Oh my god. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst and he had that kiss when he was upside down. And she kissed him on the mouth with the suit up a little bit, with the mask up. So that was a very monumental piece of filmmaking. Chasman bottled the James Brown bottle. Yes, thank you. Yes, he did. He should have won an Oscar for that. That ain't no damn mashed potato. Oh no, he playing Dune. Yeah, he plays in Dune. That's right. And then Keith says like for some reason. I don't know why he says like. Using his girlfriend's or his wife. Did he say his wife? Your wife or your girlfriend? I think you said your wife's computer. Can you see I got my teeth clean? See? Got my teeth clean today. Feeling some type of way. Didn't mean to rhyme right there, but I did. But yeah, Timothée Chalamet. I just respect the hell out of that man. Respect him. Definitely. Strong. Salute to you. Salute to Timothée Chalamet. Because not too many people. Black, white, brown, red, yellow. Doesn't matter. I mean, in movies, like I said with music, Kanye, at the time, Kanye West, 2005, he was like, I guess we'll never know. He just had that arrogance and that, you know, that bravado and that bravura. he was showing that he earned that particular award. I remember being nervous. I remember seeing it on my dad's TV in his room. He was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's Kanye West." Because I think he was still wearing the angel wings from his performance. I think he still was. I could be wrong, but he had just got done performing Jesus Walks. It was an elaborate, showcase of the song. Yeah, maybe that's what he had at the 2009 when he messed up with Taylor Swift. That's something to brag about or excuse. He should not be excused for that because that was really stupid. Jasmine Perch. Wow, you're where's your where's your diction there? Okay, Adrian says the James Brown one was good, but they should have used a different camera lens to make it look older. I think they used pretty much good in lens. They wanted to make sure they picked up his color. That's what you have to pick up on color with black people in film. Just the lighting. Just the lighting. That's the major part of filmmaking. Lights, camera, action. Lights have to be right. You meant Chadwick Boseman. Was it Chadwick Boseman? You got me messed up. Portrayed that talented, crazy nigga James Brown to a T. You paid $10K to get your teeth white. No, I didn't. These are part of my benefits as a 100%er. So it's great. Boy, Ye had that Hennessy, aka liquor courage. I already explained that. And he was on white allegedly. Slow down. He said it on his song Power. Yes, he's alleged to having it on multiple occasions. My bad. I'm a bad speller. Yeah, that was harsh. Lucky you. Not luck, fortune, sir. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. So Timothée Chalamat going down in history, definitely for the speech more so than even the award. I hope that they talk about the speech more than they have for the award because, like I said, he has backlash. Who's back? Oh, you're not supposed to be that selfish. You're not supposed to think of yourself when you won your own award. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Did the drugs and alcohol destroy his brain? Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think so. We both have bipolar disorder. I had, it was just a breakdown in my brain. I could actually feel my head, like the chemicals in my brain completely shift. I had one night, it was just crazy. And it just went all downhill from there until I got the right cocktail of drugs that I use right now. So I got more people in here that I have more likes. I'm not mad at that at all. 3 people in here, 2 likes. Pay attention to this ninja tool licking the white boy. Who are you talking? Sir. I know you slurp and burp young men that are 19 years of age. But sir, you must understand that I'm not slurping and burping this one boy. I'm giving him his respect and his props. Because no Negro would understand the idea of saying, like, I've earned this and I look up and I want to be one of the greats. That takes a great amount of privilege and power. Okay? So there's nothing that, pay attention. This ninja's tool licking the white boy. No, none of that, sir. I know that's your favorite pastime. You had a manic episode when you seen that your boyfriend cut the tool off. That was clever. Thanks for that hatred. But I've never had a boyfriend. I never will. And you are completely out of line. But I will keep you with the wrench because you keep on hating on me. As long as you hating on me, I'm all right because I can take the hate. I was a United States Marine recruit. That means you are lesser than a human. Okay, you are the scum of the earth. You are dumped on a daily basis at every second of your entire life. Put some respect on Roberta Flack. I did. Did I not for a whole half an hour plus? Just put some respect on Roberta Flack's name. You want to go back in the rebroadcast after the show ends? It was ladies first. And then I said, you know what? Let me talk about this Timothée Chalamat case because this was excellent. Not the white man. Okay, not the white man. Oh, We're not going to say not the white man. Then he's going to say, okay. But you know what it is. Hate on me. You're supposed to. That's what I'm supposed to get. I'm not supposed to get, oh, you're the greatest. You're the best. I know I'm the best. I'm the greatest right now. I don't even have 1,000 followers. I always say followers. Subscribers. I only have 1,000 subscribers, but I'm still great because I'm doing the damn thing. Nobody but Mr. Troy Star Terrain said they want to see your face. They want to hear your voice. So I said, all right, I'll try it out. Got 500 views the first time out. I was like, I'm hooked now. I'm hooked. Then it went down to like 7 views and 10 views and 11 views. But I was like, you know what? I'm just keep on plugging along. Turned up with 6,000 views. Then it went out down to 20 views, 30 views, 11 views again. Then it went up to 9,000. Then it went up to it dropped to 2,000. Then it went up to 8,000. And then over the time, I've gotten a few thousand on certain ones. I know, Andretti, that's what I said. You're gonna have that wrench. Just jokes. They're just jokes. What am I gonna take it personally? Like it's true. If it was true, I'd be like, oh gosh, how does he know I have a boyfriend? Oh my god. No, it's all jokes. That's why I joust with you. I go right back out. I say you swallow, you slurp and burp, and you swallow at least a quart of semen every week. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Like you said in the comments. It's just jokes. But I appreciate the hatred. You're supposed to hate on my dumb ass. Timothée Chalamat, a true American hero. A young man that could get any girl probably, I bet, panties were wet from East Coast to West Coast when he said all that stuff. He's probably the panty wetter right now. He took on the role from Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is old. That nigga's like 45, 40, 50 years old, something like that. That nigga's old. Brad Pitt, same thing. In his 50s or 60s, I think now he is. You're very intelligent. I hate when you refer to yourself as dumb. Get out of here, Andretti. Yep, that was cute. And you said you didn't spell your right. YOU''RE. You're very intelligent. That's what you're supposed to say. I know it's the chat room, but I just have for myself, I have to put in the right words. When I write, I put down the wrong words. I'm like, damn, it's apostrophe R. Damn it. Oh, it's the YOUR. Oh, damn it. Oh, YORE. Oh, you're that's right. So I have to remind myself that from time to time. He says, I hate. So I know you're trolling right there. That was a good troll. Stop still in shape like a young actor. Yeah, he's still in shape. Yeah, he's relatively in shape. He's pretty tall too. He's probably like 5'11", 6 foot, something like that. He had to bend over for the microphone. That was really weird. I'm surprised they didn't have. They usually have a mechanical microphone that adjusts to when the speaker is speaking. So he had to bend over and speak into the mic. So I got 3 people in here, 2 likes. Not mad. Not mad at that fact. It's not Tom either way. Are you saying who's Tom? You meant Timothy? Tim? Are you talking about Timothée Chalamat? Are you talking about Tom Hanks? You have to be specific. I can say Leonardo because there's no other Leonardo besides Da Vinci, maybe. Or no one. Tom Cruise. So you got to be more specific. I don't know what you're talking about. He has a year. Leonardo chasing the 20-year-olds. He was at your boy parties early on. Not my boy, first of all. But he was at the parties. I think I know to whom you're referring. Tom Cruise. Yes, Tom Cruise allegedly still does his own stunts, and he's like 63 years old or something like that. Something crazy. He's got the Mission Impossible movie coming out. The final something. I don't know. It's the final one. I don't know. He got money though. All he has to do is get in Mission Impossible movies. As the other movies might have given him, maybe 2 mil, 3 mil. He's getting like 40 or 50 million, off of these projects allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know exactly how much he's getting. But hey, it's been real. Salute to the memory of Roberta Flack and all of her contributions and achievements. Salute to Timothée Chalamat, who made himself into a true American hero himself in his own right by saying something that was selfish, proud, and good-natured, and great, and excellent. So I appreciate him, and may he do great things from here on out. Salute. And thank you all in the chat room. Go to LifeStrongApparel.com. I'm just gonna do a quick experiment. Just do LifeStrong Apparel. Just do like one at a time. Make sure you go to LifeStrongApparel.com. So I do appreciate all of you who came in here. I was close to the spelling bee. I was like 3rd or 4th place in my school. I was on the auditorium. You go for your class, then you go into the auditorium where you're up on the stage, and I was like 3rd or 4th, I think. I wasn't the winner though. But I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening or your day or wherever you are in this world, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Take care. I can find how to get out of here. I don't remember how to get out of here. How do you get out of here? Is that it? Oh, here it is. I found it. Probably 12.